Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, June 18th, 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, it was a pretty wild day in stocks today. I'm going to tell you right up front, we did not have a good day ourselves, but I'm not too down about that. I'll explain a few things here. Uh, I'm showing you the long view of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This is pretty interesting. Uh, Going back over here, we're looking at the end of April, and then this huge slide here is what happened in May and just really destroyed our equity. Um, the bottom here is right at the end of May and the very beginning of June, and then this huge rebound here is what we've seen in June so far. Um, Keep in mind that at the top of this chart that we're showing right here, that's new all-time highs for the Dow. And we've been up here a couple times, and we were up here at the end of April, and then it failed. And then we had another failure like that back in December, and both these failures were absolutely devastating for us. So we don't want to have another failure up here. We want to see this thing punch through this and make new highs. I think that's going to be really important to us. Okay, how did we do today? Well, we didn't do so great. We had a pile of positions coming into today, and you would think with the Dow opening up over 300 points, we would just be cleaning up. The problem is we had some short positions in there, like we were long inverse crude oil, and crude oil just went through the ceiling this morning. So that one cost us over $4,000, and there were a couple others like that too. So with all those positions, we ended up closing out negative $156, basically break even. And then we get into 14 new positions today. Only five were positive, nine were negative, and we're carrying negative $2,200. Okay, obviously, neither of those figures are anything to be too concerned about, but it seems odd to be looking at those kinds of figures when the Dow closes up 353 points today. And as I say, the closed out loss is caused in part by short positions that we had on, and then this um, slightly negative open positions is basically because this morning that move in the Dow, it was all over after the first 15 minutes before we even got into these positions. So we ended up getting into 14 positions when it appears that the overall market had topped out and there just wasn't any place to go. And that is just, all that is very frustrating to me, obviously, but it's just something we have to live with. I'm not concerned. I would be more concerned to see this Dow reverse now before it breaks through these all-time highs. I really want to see that happen. And we're doing okay for the month. We're not in negative territory by any means, and so we just have to wait and see how it goes. We had a handful of good trades today. I just don't want to go looking at positive trades when we don't have positive overall results here. So I'm just going to skip that part of it. Hope for better tomorrow. This is Trader Bob signing off. I will be here tomorrow on Wednesday.